So welcome to episode 18, and we're going to kick this one off by printing the remaining skirt pieces, which is skirt 7, 8 and the 4 connectors. Usual procedure, 0.3mm layer height. The rest of the settings are purely down to you. And this should take just over 12 hours. It is a long print, but I think it's actually a nice print. So these are the pieces that we've just printed off. This is piece number 7. They pretty much look the same as the previous 6 pieces. The difference being these connectors, and you'll see that they've got some slightly odd numbering. This is 1-8, this is 4-5, this is 7-6, and this one is 2-3, and that refers to the pieces that are going to connect together. So if I just first of all show you how 7 and 8 fits together. You see they go there. There is a slight warp actually, I'm starting to notice that, but I'm pretty confident because these are nice flat areas. I think we can fix that. So this is 6, which is going to go on to the end of 7, and this is number 1, which goes on to number 8. Now these longer pieces are for obviously the longer sides. So this is 1 and 8. And they will go in. What's going to happen is there'll be a bolt that goes on top of these. You can see this little bolt hole, and underneath, I don't know if you can see it, there we go, some bolt holes in there. So what we'll do is we'll pop some bolts onto there, and then we'll put those in like that, and then we'll attach those, and then that will lock those pieces in. And obviously we'll do the same with 4 and 5. Now there is a flaw with these side pieces, and I'm really not too worried about it. This is the first problem I've encountered. It's such an easy fix. 7 and 6 goes in like that, but it's going to go underneath. However, because of the angle, you see the angle there, actually it goes around in a slight circle, and these are actually cut too big. So what we're going to need to do is cut these corners off, and that will make them fit. But we'll go through all of that. You see there, I can't quite get that in, and it is an easy fix. We just chop that end off, but we'll deal with that when we do the prep work, when we do the assembly work. So let's get on with the next stage then. So this week we're going to take the 2 skirt pieces that we've done this week and the remaining 6 pieces that we've done in previous weeks, and we're just like last week with the I forget what we done last week, the first ring. We're just going to prepare them ready for assembly. Now one thing I forgot to tell you, we're still going to drill the holes out, and then we're going to pop some filament in to make a locating peg. But one thing I forgot to tell you was that the locating peg is always going to go from the smaller one to the larger. So piece number 1 will have the locating pegs, piece number 2 will have the holes, and then on the other side piece number 2 will have the locating pegs, and then number 3 will have the holes, and then on the other side of 3 we'll have the locating pegs, and that will go into 4, which will have the holes. And then obviously the exception to that is when we get to 8, the end of 8 that joins with number 1, piece number 8 will have the locating pegs. So let's get on with it.
Oh, look, R2. There's our large yellow bird friend. Hello, friend bird.
Hi, C-3PO. Hi, little R2D2.
Pardon the intrusion, but you don't seem your normal, happy, bubbly bird-like self today. Is anything troubling you?
Well, I don't know. It's just that today I can't seem to get my numbers straight. I can't tell my 1 from a 4 or a 3 from a 2. I don't know what to do.
An excellent suggestion, R2. We are computerized robots. We're experts in numbers. Perhaps we can help you with your numbers.
Oh, would you?
It really isn't difficult. You see, if it says 1, you go. If it says 2, you go. If it says 3, then you go. And that's the way it's done. used to get confused about my numbers. Like which was 1 or 3 or 4 or 2. But now I find my numbers very easy. Because this is what I do. If it says 1, I go. If it says 2, I go. If it says 3, then I go. It's as simple as can be.
But now, what if it says 4?
I go. Nothing more.
What if it says 26?
I just go.
Hey, I think I get it. Listen, if it says 1, I go beep.
Exactly.
If it says 2, I go beep beep.
Precisely.
If it says 3, then I go beep beep beep. And that's the way it's done.
Clever bird.
But now what if it says 4?
I go. Nothing more.
But what if it says 2,478,693?
Oh, you just go. You see?
If it says 1, I go beep.
Correct.
If it says 2, I go beep beep.
And
If it says 3, then I go beep beep beep. And that's the way it's done.
oh, isn't this fun, R2?
Ah, I think I got it. Thanks, C-3PO. Cha-cha-cha.
Pardon? He just said he's on one of his tiresome secret missions. He has an important message to deliver to someone here on Sesame Street. Oh, I do beg your pardon. I am C-3PO. And this is my counterpart, R2D2. R2, come back at once. Where are your manners?
Okay, and we'll finish the show off before we go into the finances by printing off body ring 3 pieces 9C and the plates. Again, 0.3mm layer height, and I do apologise. Again, this is another one where I've managed to lose the video. So this is body ring 3 piece 9C, and as you can see, it's quite a thin plate. And these are the connectors or plates. You can tell the difference because they have actually got bottom and top written on them. Now, I've got to confess, this next part is speculation. The next piece that we'll print will be piece number 10. Now this is piece number 9. I believe piece number 10 is going to look exactly the same but a mirror image, and all will become clear once we do it. Like I say, this is I think this is part of the arm. Now if we take piece 9A, 9B, and then we place onto that 9C, so they're placed in order, and then I say this is speculation. I haven't quite grasped what exactly happens and what they're for, but I believe that that's going to slot into place like that. That looks a slightly odd shape to me, but there are some holes here, and these I believe will be how I'm going to attach these. I think actually these are spot on. We've got 5 holes there, and we've got 2 holes there. These 2 holes line up with these 2 holes, and they also line up with these, so I'm pretty confident that they definitely go on to there, and that hole will come all the way through to there. These 3 holes that go across, at this stage I'm not sure, but they're gonna, I mean, it might well be that this goes that way, and then these holes will have something to, like I say, I'm making speculation here. I suspect that they go, actually I suspect that they go that way, And the reason I say that, normally what happens is the lettering is usually the same way up. So you got 9, 9A, 9B, 9C. It could also be that they go that way, but then that hole there looks odd. So again, I need to do some further research. Once we actually come to assemble this, I will have completed what I need to know. The last thing is these connectors. This is the bottom one, and they go into the bottom there to close that gap up. It's very hard actually when there's nothing attached, and then this top one is going to go there, so that will obviously seal a gap, and that's those. So apologies for not being able to tell you more, but as I say, once we come to assemble them, all will become clear. Okay, so we've carried 31.85 over from last week. We had £10 for that. The remaining skirt pieces came to £4.68, with the body ring coming to £2.18. That brings our spending to £6.85 for the week. So we'll be carrying a nice round figure, £35, which we've saved up towards future builds.